Hey, all you cyber heroes. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what I'm learning right now. So, requirement 8.3.1 is what I want to talk about. That says incorporate multi-factor authentication for all non-console access into the CDE for personnel with administrative access. Now you're asking yourself, what does that mean, right? What is all these big words, multi-factor authentication, non-console access, CDE. So some of these things I just kind of known and looked up others. So multi-factor authentication, we've kind of learned about that already, right? So we see that whenever our we need multiple requirements to access a system. For example, you would need a password to get into your computer sometimes, right? So that would be one level. Then if you needed some sort of key, like I have a key on my phone that's from an authenticator app such as Google, that gives me a key that always changes every 60 seconds. That could be a second layer, and that's what I would use to log into a system. Okay? All right. Next is console, non-console, right? So this requirement talks specifically about non-consoles. What is a console? First off, a console you could think of as a computer. So anything that is a computer or a keyboard that you physically touch that gets you access to a particular system. In this case, we'll just say the card holder data environment, okay? So a console is a keyboard that attaches to the computer that gets you access into the CDE directly. All right, so think of it like a direct line in there. All right. Now, a non-console would mean, like, let's add a second computer in there that we have to access to get into the CDE. So in the first example, a console is a computer with a keyboard that gets me directly into the CDE as an example, right? A non-console would be, imagine if I had a second computer over here on the side that I access that, then I remote into the first PC that we were talking about, or computer or console. That gets me direct access to the CDE. So that second computer we added, that is a non-console, okay? So we use the non-console to access the console that gets us into the CDE, okay? So again, what it's talking about is if you have a scenario where you have that non-console that connects to the console that gets you to the CDE, that requires multi-factor authentication. Okay? So thank you. Have a good night.